Hey, welcome back to Focused Money Life Cheat Code, where we unlock the best financial hacks and strategies for you. If you're struggling to manage your money during stressful times, you're not alone. Whether it's a personal crisis or economic uncertainty, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. But today, I'm going to share with you how to stay in control of your finances even when life throws you curveballs. All right, guys, first things first, we gotta talk about staying calm. I know, easier said than done, right? Especially when it feels like your world is turning upside down. But trust me on this one. Panic is like gasoline on a fire when it comes to your finances. It just makes everything 10 times worse. You start making rash decisions, you don't think clearly, and before you know it, you're in a deeper hole than you were before. The first cheat code to conquer financial stress is simple: breathe. Seriously, take a moment, close your eyes if you need to, and just breathe. Deep breaths in, slow breaths out. When you're stressed, your body goes into fight or flight mode, and you need to consciously tell your system to chill out. Once you've taken a few deep breaths, you can start to refocus. Remember, freaking out solves absolutely nothing. Instead of looking at the big, scary picture, try to break down your financial stress into smaller, more manageable steps. Don't overwhelm yourself trying to fix everything at once. Rome wasn't built in a day, and your financial stability won't be either. Take it one decision at a time, one step at a time, and remember, you've got this. Now, let's talk about budgeting. I know, the B word. Not the most exciting topic, but trust me, it's crucial, especially when times are tough. And before you click away thinking, I already have a budget, Graham, I'm not talking about your average everyday budget. I'm talking about a flexible budget, one that can roll with the punches. See, during stressful times, your income might fluctuate, unexpected expenses might pop up, life throws you curveballs, and your budget needs to be able to catch them. Forget about those rigid plans that might have worked in the past. We need a system that's adaptable, and that's where the 50-30-20 rule comes in. Think of it as your financial cheat code for navigating choppy waters. It's simple, it's effective, and best of all, it's easy to remember. Here's how it works. 50% of your after-tax income goes straight to your essentials. We're talking rent or mortgage payments, groceries, utilities, transportation, the non-negotiables. Then 30% goes towards your wants. Now, I'm not saying cut out all the fun stuff, but this is a time to be mindful. Do you really need that daily latte or that expensive gym membership right now? Maybe, maybe not. The key is to be honest with yourself and prioritize. And finally, we have the MVP, the 20% that goes directly to your savings and debt payments. This is your financial security blanket, your rainy day fund. Adjusting your budget using the 50-30-20 rule not only helps you navigate those stressful situations, but also keeps you laser focused on your long-term financial goals. Remember, this is a marathon, not a sprint. By having a flexible budget, you're setting yourself up for success, no matter what life throws your way. Chapter 3. Your emergency fund, your financial fortress. Let's talk about one of the most important financial tools you can have in your arsenal, especially during uncertain times, your emergency fund. Think of it as your financial fortress, your safety net for when life throws those unexpected curveballs. And trust me, they will come. The cheat code here is simple. Aim to save at least 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses in a separate, easily accessible account. Now, I know what you might be thinking, 3 to 6 months? That seems impossible. But here's the thing, you don't have to build it overnight. Start small. Even if it's just $10 or $20 a week, every little bit counts. Remember, it's not about the speed at which you build it, it's about consistency. Think of it like working out. You don't go to the gym once and expect to have a six-pack. It takes time, dedication, and a little bit of sweat equity. Having a solid emergency fund gives you something priceless: peace of mind. It's knowing that if you lose your job, if your car breaks down, if an unexpected medical bill pops up, you won't be forced into making rash financial decisions or going into debt. It's about having that cushion, that safety net, that allows you to breathe easy, knowing you've got your back. Trust me, having that financial security blanket is a feeling like no other. So start building your emergency fund today and thank yourself later. Chapter 4. Cut the fat, trimming non-essential spending. All right, let's be real. When financial stress hits the fan, one of the most effective ways to free up cash and regain control is by taking a hard look at your spending habits. And I'm not talking about cutting out your daily coffee, although hey, every little bit helps. I'm talking about strategically trimming the fat, those non-essential expenses that have a way of sneaking into our budgets. The cheat code here is simple. Ask yourself one question before every purchase. Do I really need this? And be honest with your answer. It's so easy to fall into the trap of impulse buys or convince ourselves that we deserve that new gadget or outfit. But during tough times, it's crucial to prioritize needs over wants. Look at your bank statements, analyze your spending habits, and identify areas where you can cut back without drastically impacting your lifestyle. Maybe it's those subscription services you signed up for and never use, eating out less, or holding off on that vacation for a while. Remember, this isn't about deprivation. It's about being smart and strategic with your money. Every dollar you save by cutting back on non-essentials is a dollar that can be redirected towards building your emergency fund, paying down debt, or investing in your future. And here's the thing. You might even discover that you don't even miss those expenses as much as you thought you would. It's about finding a balance and making choices that align with your financial goals. So, channel your inner minimalist, embrace the art of frugality, and watch as your financial stress starts to melt away. Chapter 5. Conquer Your Debt, the Snowball Method. Let's talk about debt, that dreaded D word that can feel like a weight around your neck, especially during stressful financial times. If you're carrying debt, whether it's credit card debt, student loans, or personal loans, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. But don't worry, you're not alone. And there are strategies you can implement to tackle your debt head-on. The cheat code I want to share with you today is called the Snowball Method, and it's all about building momentum and staying motivated. Here's how it works. First, you list out all your debts from smallest to largest, regardless of interest rates. This might seem counterintuitive, but trust me on this one. Then, you focus on making minimum payments on all your debts, except for the smallest one. For that smallest debt, you throw every extra dollar you can at it. Why? Because seeing that first debt disappear completely gives you a sense of accomplishment, a psychological win that motivates you to keep going. Once that first debt is gone, you take the money you were putting towards it and roll it into the next smallest debt while still making minimum payments on the others. As you pay off each debt, your snowball gets bigger and bigger, gaining momentum as you work your way towards becoming debt-free. Now, it's important to note that while the snowball method is great for motivation, it might not always be the most mathematically efficient method, especially if you have high-interest debt. In those cases, you might want to consider tackling the high-interest debts first to save money on interest charges in the long run. Remember, the key is to find a debt repayment strategy that works best for you and your financial situation. Whether it's the snowball method, the avalanche method, or a combination of both, the most important thing is to be proactive, stay consistent, and celebrate your wins along the way. So, there you have it. 5 cheat codes to help you manage your money when life gets tough. Stay calm, budget smart, build your emergency fund, cut unnecessary spending, and prioritize your debt payments. These simple steps can help you maintain control of your finances and weather any storm. Drop a comment below and let me know which tip you're going to apply today. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a financial cheat code from Focused Money Life. We'll see you next time, and remember, the key to financial success is staying focused.